Hardik, Ian Bishop, Aaron Finch and Deep Das Gupta here. Deep had mentioned when we spoke to Sky at the halfway mark, he felt that the total of 184 was perhaps 10 or 15 short. Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I think the way the wicket played, we were definitely 20 runs short. Yeah, that happens. I think, we've been playing really good cricket. I think this was one of the days where we really could not play our best cricket, and I think that costed us.
Hardik, Aaron Finch here. Obviously, you've had a fantastic season right throughout. What will the message be on the back of just a small blip on the radar going into the playoffs?
I mean, IPL is like that. This franchise has won 5 trophies. It has always been very tough. Anytime if you really not, push and if you take the, leg off the accelerator, the other teams are also very, very keen to win games. And, the message would be simple. This was just a little blip. Learn from this and look forward for the knockouts.
Do you think there's anything that you could have done slightly different in the batting innings to try and get some momentum earlier in the innings?
It's too fresh. We would identify later, but just as an overall batting unit, we were definitely 20 runs short. We could have, capitalized those either in the start or middle. We'll figure it out in the, post the game.
Hardik, Deep here. Commiserations. Hardik, obviously, hindsight, would you have looked at the leg spinner Kan Sharma as an impact sub?
Not really. I back Ashwini. We back Ashwini. That has been the plan throughout the season. We have played with the leggy and the quick. Today we felt that on this wicket that will work. Yeah, that's fine.
And also, did the batting conditions get better in the second half?
It would be the same. I don't think much difference. They really played good cricket. Those two batters, the first wicket, second wicket stand was outstanding. They really took on the, certain balls whenever we erred. And I don't think as a bowling unit as well, very clinical. We gave some balls which they really capitalized, and on, certain times they played some good shot as well. So just overall, I think we are not up to the mark, and, that just costed us.
As you look to the eliminator, Hardik, in a few days' time, what do you think you'll be focusing on in preparation for that?
Just overall, play good cricket, bat well, bowl well, work on the plans, see what is the template which will work as a batting group. I think bowlers has been doing really well throughout the season. Just that batting, we'll just figure it out what is the right template on right tracks, and if we bat first, what is the pace we want to bat. So yeah, there are a couple of things which we need to identify, but I don't think much panic. We knew what was at stake, and we knew that if we don't pull it off, where we at. So yeah, nothing changes. 4 days back, as I mentioned earlier, 4 days back we were in a different situation. I think we are at the same situation. So looking forward for the eliminator.
Absolutely well said. Thank you very much for your frankness and honesty, Hardik.
Thank you.
And now it's my privilege to invite the captain of the Punjab Kings, Shreyas Iyer, today. At the end of what's been a fabulous campaign in the league phase. Shreyas, is a great campaign. You're making a habit of taking teams that you lead into the playoffs. For you, as you look back at the last 14 games, what stood out for you with Punjab?
I personally feel that every individual stepped up at the right time. And starting from game one, we've been in that mindset that we have to win, irrespective of whatever situation we've been provided. When we are down in the dump, someone will put their hand up and say that, okay, I'm going to win the game from here. And that has been happening. So kudos to everyone for the contribution, and also the support staff and management. They've been tremendous.
At the start of the season, did you sit down and say, right, this is a group of players, and did you assign roles to them? How did this pre-season work?
Well, obviously, Ricky has been fantastic with the player management, and for me, it's important to gain the trust of each and every individual, and that happened initially by winning the matches, and the more interactions you have with the players, the more confidence they get, and also, I personally feel that you have to maintain that relationship throughout, irrespective of whatever the situation is. When we are down in the dumps, it's easy to backstab each other and talk bad about each other, but I feel that the dressing room has been top-notch right from game one, and that has been working tremendous for us.
It's interesting that you played 6 uncapped players today. There's something very interesting happening in that change room, that you're getting all these young players to come and achieve. Tell us what goes into the making of young players. And I think, for example, in Priyan Charya, you might have found a gem.
Yes, absolutely. The way he started today, it was fabulous to see right from ball one, just timing over the covers. It was just pleasing to the eye. And each and every individual, they are fearless in their approach and their attitude is fantastic. I just love the way they come and they approach the game. So I think when they take the boxes in the net session and whatever preparations we do off the field, it's the reflection on the ground.
You gave your number 3 slot to Josh Inglis. Tell us about that because it's worked spectacularly.
Yeah, so our plan basically was that since he loves to play new ball, I think he was the only batsman we were chopping and changing right from the game he played. So I wanted him to play more deliveries as much as possible, and we know he can be destructive and he can change the momentum of the game. So it worked like wonder for us, and obviously he's a big match player and we saw that today. So yeah, fantastic attitude, and I hope that he keeps continuing with the same.
Ricky Ponting's been talking you up for a very long time. What works between you and Ricky?
I think the camaraderie matches from past few years, and it's just that he gives me that freedom to go out there and express myself, especially being decisive on the field. I obviously tell him that you do the thinking outside, let me go and execute things on the field. So yeah, all these things have culminated in a great way, and I'm kind of ecstatic that everything is working.
Well done, and wish you all the best as you move to the top 2.
Thank you.
Well done, Shreyas Iyer and Ricky Ponting. What a campaign they have run. But we have an award still to give, and this is the Player of the Match award. Mr. Gaurav Malhotra and Mr. Ness Wadia, for his outstanding performance tonight, will present the award to Josh Inglis. Moving up to number 3, 73 of 42 balls, 3 sixes, 9 fours. At the end of this year's Tata IPL, we'll look back and say that was one of the innings that we will remember. You might want to come this way as well, Josh. Was fascinated by the partnership play between you and Priyansh. How does that work? I mean, you're an Australian coming in here. He's a young man from Delhi. How did that wonderful relationship grow? Because it seemed like you understood each other so well.
Yeah, I think the left-right partnership really helped there, especially with that short boundary. So I think there was times we were both trying to target that, and then it was just playing smart cricket, picking our matchups, picking our bowlers, and we just didn't want to give it away in that middle period and let them in. So I thought we managed that really well, and look, it probably would have been nice for one of us to be there at the end, but at the end of the day, we got the win, and that's all that matters.
You taking on Mitch Santner, was that part of the plan?
I mean, I've faced a lot of Mitch. He's such a good bowler. He's so smart. And I think we both sort of know what we're trying to do to each other at times. So there was a bit of cat and mouse there, obviously, with the short boundary to the leg side. So there was a bit of that. But no, he's a fantastic bowler.
I'd love to know what the conversation between you and Priyansh was, because Priyansh so far has struck us as someone who just took on the bowling, whereas today he was running the singles well. He went through a phase where he wasn't hitting boundaries. What were the two of you talking about?
I don't think I have to say much to him. He's such a talent. We've seen what he's done this tournament already, and no, it was really nice batting with him out there. Again, I think it was just smart cricket at times. He was picking his match up, picking his ball, and yeah, he played beautifully.
The captain gave you his spot at number 3. How did that work?
Yeah, I don't think he's too happy about that, but I certainly am. Yeah, as he said before, I was sort of coming in at 4, but moving around up and down the order, and I struggled for a bit of rhythm early on in the tournament, but sort of ever since coming in that power play, and I've just felt like I could really build an innings, and it was nice to go on a bit more today after a few starts.
I was trying to ask Finch a little bit more about you. Quick hands, quick feet. Do you do everything quickly?
I don't run that quick, but no, I think it's the beauty of being sort of my size, really. I haven't got the power of the other guys, so I've got to run hard, I've got to pick gaps, and that sort of suits my style.
And it worked well today. It was a fantastic innings, great partnership. It was great fun watching you play.
Thanks, Ash. Cheers.
Right, there you go. That was Josh Inglis, our player of the match. His partnership with Priyansh Arya is one that we'll remember for a long time.